How about you, Racer fans? Welcome to Call to the Post, weekly in-depth look at Racer football. Last week, we talked a lot about what college coaches do during the off season. You know, we got guys that are coaching camps. We got guys taking a little time off. Our players are participating in voluntary workouts with our new strength and conditioning coach, Coach Sweeten. But today, we got a special presentation for you. I got my good buddy here, defensive coordinator Coach Anders, resident fisherman on staff. And when we took the job up here at Murray State, he did a lot of research, and everybody knows we have two of the finest lakes in all the United States for bass fishing. And Coach Anders is an extremely good bass fisherman, the best one that I know. On the staff, I'm known more as a crappie and a brim fisherman. However, Coach has taken me out to the lake a few times, and we've always had a big time. I never go on the lake, though, without Coach Anders and Coach Bostic, who happens to be working a camp out of town today. But the reason we're talking fishing is this upcoming week, Chris Hatcher, your ball coach, will be a co-angler on the FLW Tour with a chance to win, what, $20,000 there, Coach? So I will take my non-expertise, and I will be fishing with a professional on the FLW Tour. It ought to be a lot of fun. I'm sure the pro that I draw will have a great time. I'm sure I'll teach him a lot of things about fishing while we're out there on the lake. But that tournament will be June the 6th and 7th, and if I'm fortunate enough to be in the top 10, I'll get to fish the 8th. The weigh-in will be at the CFSB Center on the 8th and the 9th for the professionals as well as the co-anglers. So this is a great opportunity to promote our football program. I'm looking forward to it. Ought to be a lot of fun. However, this man should be the guy on the boat because he is close to a professional. As I know, again, it'll be my only time on the lake without you. So I got Coach Anders. He's my fishing caddy this week. Early in the morning, we've been pitching in buckets. We've been casting. I mean, it's been a crash course in how to bass fish. And I got to look like I'm a pro out there today or this upcoming week. So what we were going to do today as I prepare for the FLW Tour, and if I do a good job, I may just give up coaching and just become a professional fisherman, get me a good bass boat, and just travel the world.
Full-time caddy.
Well, there you go. You heard it right here. But got Coach here. He's going to show you. We're going to show you a few things that I will be using during this this particular adventure that we're on. So, Coach, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Well, majority of the time, this time of year on Kentucky Lake, ledge fishing is one of the main parts of fishing. And right here we have a Strike King 6XD crankbait that
you heard it.
That is going to catch you some fish. You look for schools of fish on the ledges right here. This particular bait will get down to about 18 foot deep, and as you can see, 6 hooks on there. You ought to be able to catch at least a dozen or so on these.
No
baits.
doubt, they love this, don't they?
Love their baits. Various colors,
Will these be the colors I'll be using?
Yeah, primarily.
Okay.
Primarily. Next, you have what we call a football head jig. Since football coaches, but the jig head is shaped like a football, and what we do is this is a bottom bait that you'll throw down and just drag along the ledge, to pick up some of the bigger quality fish.
Oh, we're into big fish.
Always big fish. Big fish will win tournaments. Now here we downsized a little bit, and we have what we call a shaky head. This is a shaky head jig head, which is a lot smaller, a little bit smaller profile for those finicky fish. If they're not wanting to bite a bunch, you throw this right here in there, and you can entice them to biting right here. It's also rigged up with a Zoom watermelon seed trick worm.
I know a lot of tricks.
Oh yeah. Next we have the big boy. All right, this is a Berkeley Power Bait 6-inch swim bait in gizzard shad color, which all big fish can't resist. This is kind of like the steak. The filet mignon of baits. So this is one that you'll real slowly down the ledge right here, and when you get one from this big boy, you better hang on, have your drag set. So, and then next we have the 10-inch plastic worm. All right, of course, and there's all different kinds of ways that we can rig this. We can rig it Texas style with a slip sinker. All right, we can put it on a shaky head. We can put it on a Carolina rig, which during the tournament, Coach will probably be using one or more of the various ways to rig the 10-inch worm right here. This particular worm is a ribbon tail worm, so that when you pull it up, you get a lot of action out of the tail on the fall. A couple of the baits that are key on ledge fishing this time of year, and by carrying these baits in his arsenal, he's sure to whack them.
Well, folks, I hope you learned something about these lures, because I didn't have a clue what Coach was talking about.
Hey, Coach Bostic. Coach Bostic's back from the camp right here. We're not done yet, Coach.
What we got?
We had him pick this up in Louisville while he was gone, and all these lures right here that you got, they're all great lures, but we've got one thing right here that, in crunch time situations, you always got to have a go-to plan. And when all else fails right here, you take this box, open it up, put it at the front of the boat, sit back, get you a cold drink, relax a little bit, and they're surely to just jump in the boat.
Well, I appreciate it there, Coach. And, well, you heard it right here. Number one fisherman I know. Number two fisherman just showed up. We got the arsenal to surefire win, right?
Foolproof.
Foolproof. That's what I like to hear. Tonight, you're welcome to come over to my house. We're going to have a nighttime session just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. And kind of in closing, Coach, this will be my main weapon of choice right here. It's caught a lot of fish over the years for me. What do you think?
Probably need to get some line on it first.
There you go. That's the reason he's my caddy there, folks. But we're going to have a big time. Appreciate these guys joining the show today. Go to FLWOutdoors.com. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Follow the standings. I'm sure, hey, Co-Angler of the Year.
No question.
2012 FLW Co-Angler of the Year in the making. They just don't know it yet. But it's going to be a great time in all seriousness, and we're really looking forward to it. Again, great publicity for what we're doing here. But tune in again next week. We'll have footage of boat takeoff, weigh-ins, all the action that'll take place this weekend, even at the CFSB Center if you can't make it. It's sure to be a good time, and hopefully I'll be in that top 10 and get to fish the whole weekend, and who knows, maybe catch the biggest fish of the tournament. Again, folks, thanks for joining us, and as always, go Racers.